In this problem, we want to look at solving a system of equations. It says there were 41,000 people at a ball game in Los Angeles. The day's receipts were $340,000. How many people paid $14 for reserved seats, and how many paid $5 for general admissions? Okay, so first thing we really need to do is define our variables, and we might choose to use R for the number of reserved seats. Purchased. And we'll use G for the number of general seats purchased. Okay, so there are two constraints or conditions that we need to meet. First of all, there's this number of people, and then there's the total receipts. Okay, so we'll deal with the number of people first. If we have R people purchasing reserve seats and G people purchasing the general seats, the total number of people is 41,000, then we can say R plus G equals 41,000. So this equation comes from meeting the people requirement, the number of people required. Okay, now we need to come up with an equation for the receipts, or how much money is brought in entirely between all of these purchases. So each time a reserved seat is purchased, we get $14. So the revenue from reserved seats is going to be the number of reserved seats times the price to purchase that reserved seat, or 14R. Okay, we can make a similar expression for the number of general seats purchased, or the revenue gained from the number of general seats sold. And so we have G, general seats that were sold at $5 each. So the total revenue for the general seats would be 5 times the number of seats sold, or 5G. And this, when we add these two together, should equal $340,000. Now we need to solve the system of equations. And you can really choose any method you want to solve this, but I'm going to solve this one using substitution. So from my first equation, I get that R is equal to 41,000 minus G. Okay, so I'm going to take that expression and plug it into my second equation. So we get 14 times 41,000 minus G, okay, because we made a substitution for R. Okay, we said R was equal to 41,000 minus G. So now in the second equation where I have R, I'm going to put 41,000 minus G plus 5G equals 340,000. We'll go on and multiply that out. 14 times 41,000 is 574,000 minus 14G plus 5G equals 340,000. Okay, I'll combine my like terms. So we get 574,000. This is going to be minus 9G equals 340,000. Or negative G, or rather negative 9G, is going to equal 340,000 minus 574,000, which gives us negative 234,000. thousand. So to figure out what G is, we just need to divide both sides by -9. And I get 26,000. Okay, so I want to go back and look to make sure that I have answered the question. The question is, how many people paid for $14 seats? How many paid for the $5 seats? So far we can say 26,000 people purchased general seats. Okay, in order to figure out how many purchased the reserve seats, we'll use our expression for R. Okay, so R equals 41,000 minus G, which was 26,000. So we get 15,000. Okay. So we can say 15,000 people purchased reserved seats.